All right, folks. Wait, thanks for that. It's time for a very special bird of the day. And why is it special? Well, because this is an anniversary special. We're doing all sorts of crazy fun things. Our bird of the day is going to be a corvid. Yes, we're doing a corvid because it's a special stream and we love our corvid. So what kind of corvid could I possibly be doing today? Well, we got a wonderful one. We got a special one. Today's bird of the day is very special corvid, and that is the pied crow. Look at that guy. Oh my god, that's such a cool looking crow. This is a sweet looking crow. He's got the white. And you want to know what's really great about this picture right here? This picture right here, this beautiful photo right here. I took this photo. I took this photo myself. I took a picture of this crow. This crow is was a star of the show at the bird show at the Minnesota Zoo. And I got a nice, awesome picture of him. Look at him. What a sweet looking bird. Oh my gosh. What an awesome, awesome crow. We love that. We love that coloration on that bright white. So sweet looking. So sweet. Yeah, he's got a sweet mustache too. Pretty bird. Very pretty bird. Let me tell you a little about the pied crow. Well, they're 18 to 20.5 inches long. That's actually incorrect. They don't have a 12.5 to 15 inch wingspan. They have a 12.5 to 15 inch wing chord. That means that's how long each individual wing is. Because you look at this picture right here. Obviously, their wingspan is much longer. So, yeah, their actual wingspan is closer to 30 inches. So that's a pretty big wingspan. Pretty big birds. These guys weigh about 1.2 pounds. And their lifespan is kind of typical for a crow. 6 to 10 years in the wild and up to 20 in captivity. So that's pretty typical lifespan for a crow. Ravens tend to live longer. But these are actually some of the bigger crows out there. And so you may be wondering, where can I find these crows out in the wild? And as you can see, they live in sub-Saharan Africa. So you're going to see them through pretty much the whole central of Africa in the tropical regions. Not going to be in the desert, nor are they going to be in the super deep, thick jungles of the Congo. But yeah, you're even going to find them over on Madagascar. So yeah, pretty broad range. I mean, Africa is pretty goddamn huge. So they've got quite a range there. Just kind of hanging out in those red parts of Africa there. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. So these fellows are going to nest in tall, isolated trees. They don't tend to like the thick forest. They like to find a single individual tree and kind of hang out in there. And they're going to have 3 to 6 eggs per clutch. The females are going to do most of the incubation. And every once in a while, they'll leave the nest. And when they do, they take materials around the nest and they kind of cover up and hide the eggs when they go away. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat little way to, protect their eggs while they're not there. But most of the time when the female is incubating, the male is going to be tending to her, and he's going to go gather food, and he's going to bring it to her, and he's going to feed his wife. And it is kind of a wife situation because these fellas are monogamous, and they are known to mate for life. They don't always mate for life, but usually when they have a partner, they're going to stick with that partner for many, many years and raise many babies together from year to year. So that's pretty cool. And also, a typical thing that you're going to see with a lot of crows is that the offspring tend to stick by their parents. They don't typically leave the nest until they're about 2 years old. And so they will even sometimes help protect and even feed their little siblings. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? They got really great family units. That's not atypical of crows. Crows in their murders are very protective of each other and helping each other out, and they're just such good community-based birds. They help each other out. Now look at these little fellas down there. Their beaks actually do start kind of a yellowish color. But you're like, Twig, isn't your whole thing that crows don't have yellow beaks? No, they don't. But when they're little nestlings like this, they are yellow and they turn black over the next few months. You see this picture up there? I took that picture too. That bird, they had said, hey, somebody in the audience, hold your arm out and hold out some money. And then the bird flew over and he took the money from his hand. It was pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Ah, they're such awesome little birds. You want to see a video? I got a video. Let's play a video. Oh, that's too big. Yeah? Yeah. Scuff, 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 scuff. There we go. Look at him. Stand up on that roof. Kind of a more raspy caw than we often hear. Yeah, he's just kind of shrugging. It is kind of neat how we put up our wings a little bit as we caw. It's what we do, you know? Just gives us a little more power behind it. Ow, 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 ow. Thanks. You ready, Aj? You're up next, Aj. Are you ready? He is come. Whoa! One just flew by. Oh! Another one flew by. What's going on? Yeah, shake it off, buddy. Shake it off. Awesome bird. Awesome bird. Wow. All right. I mean, so what do we say that we haven't heard already about crows? They're extremely intelligent. These are some of the smartest birds. In fact, the pied crow is widely believed to be the smartest bird in all of Africa. Yeah, that's right, African greys. You ain't smart. Okay. The debate between whether an African gray or a pied crow is the smartest bird in Africa is a long-standing debate because they're both better at different things. When it comes to the ability to learn words and recall things, I gotta give it to the African gray. But in terms of problem solving and skills and crafting and using tools, I mean, come on, the pied crow's got them beat hands down. So which one is smarter? It's kind of hard to say, but it's the crow. It's definitely the crow. These guys, highly adaptable for a variety of environments. So, you know, out in the savannah, fine. Out in kind of a more of a thick forested area, no problem. Suburban area with lots of buildings, no big deal. A big urban city, you better believe they love it there. You know, they just go where they want to go. They're so smart they can adapt to any kind of situations they need to do. And these guys, you know, even though you just heard one kind of caw, and with crows, you often just kind of hear a single kind of caw, but they're capable of making lots of different sounds. I mean, crows can really make any kind of sound they want to make, whether they choose to. They're not the best mimics out there, but they're pretty good mimickers, and they can vocalize all sorts of crazy sounds and stuff if they want to. But another part of why they're so adaptable is because, well, they're omnivores. They'll eat just about anything that's edible. So whether it's bugs or grains or fruits or French fries or, you know, delicious Ethiopian cooking, they're gonna eat it. They're gonna find it and they're gonna eat it. They can eat just about anything and do well. I mean, obviously not necessarily going to be the most healthy thing for them to eat, but they're scavengers and they'll just opportunistically find whatever the best food they can is, and they will eat it. Even jelly beans. That's right, Hasio. Even jelly beans. Now, an interesting thing is that in folklore around the world, crows are very, very often considered to be a bad omen. Like seeing a crow is dark and, you know, foreboding. But the thing is, in African folklore, there's nothing like that. They are not considered to be bad omens or anything at all like that. They are not really considered to be bad or good. They're revered and they're loved, but there's really not a whole lot of like, oh, this is good luck or bad luck or anything like that. They're just they are what they are, and you know, that's neat. But there is a folklore in kind of the savannah area of it. Tribe said that these were all black crows, but men would go out to the hunt, and they would be out longer than they were supposed to. And the men were lost. And so the women would find these crows, and they would wrap fat and, like animal fat around them. And they would send the crows out to go find and feed their husbands. But they would be out for so long that the animal fat would stain the crows and turn their bellies white. And that's kind of the folklore of how they got their white bellies, is because African wives tied fat around their necks, and the fat stained their feathers. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but hey, that's the story. I like it. Yeah, delivery. Yes, Pizza Boy Crows. Exactly. Delivery. Great delivery. Delicious. That's what you want. So what are my thoughts? Well, I mean, come on. It's a crow! And honestly, these are some of the coolest looking crows out there. Maybe the coolest looking crow. I mean, they got some tough competition with the hooded crow. But boy, I don't know. I love that bright white feathers. I think this might be my favorite looking crow of all the crows. These guys are awesome. I mean, and they're a crow, so of course I love them. I love their family dynamics. I love their intelligence. I love everything about these guys. They're awesome. They're sweet. How much more could we possibly love the pied crow? Not much more. Not much more. I mean, yeah, I'm still biased that I am an American crow, and I love American crow, but I mean, come on. They're corvids. They're crows. We love them. I hope you love them. They're amazing birds, and there's really not much more to say about that. The pied crow. One of the best crows. Maybe the prettiest crow. Awesome crow. S-tier bird. Not much else to say. So we're going to call this bird of the day done. And I hope you've all enjoyed it. Now let's get back to the studio.